At 30 weeks, my wife went into labour. So this meant that my wife had to stay in hospital until it was safe to deliver. So what happened was my wife was having contractions. So she went to the hospital and they'd done their tests and actually had determined that her waters had broken. So usually what would happen, once your waters break, you need at least some form of antibiotic that go for 10 days to reduce risk of infection. In addition, you'll get a medication that tries to slow down those contractions. And normally the case would be they would send you home from there. But because in our situation, they discovered that the baby was footling breech, so that meant she had to stay in the hospital until it was safe to deliver, which was 6 weeks worth of stay. And for context, I have another daughter. At that time, she was 18 months old. And this is the part where I think it was more of a struggle, because not only was I caring for both my wife and my daughter in an increased capacity, but I also have to make sure I was looking after my own fitness and my own health. Now, I'm currently living with cancer, and a key component of me keeping things at bay is actually looking after my fitness. Fitness is doing two things for me in this moment. It's helping me with my cancer in terms of making sure I stay fit and actually feel a lot better than without it, but also because I have my wife, I have my kids, and I don't want to be in the situation I was in 2016 where the cancer really took me. So I'm using this fitness to also prolong what it would be like when I'm older and actually can be there available for both my wife and my kids. Especially as someone in my 30s, I'm quite acutely aware that from 30 years onwards, sarcopenia is a known muscle loss degeneration that happens over time and increases once we're 60. So I want to make sure I'm staying fit now and doing my strength training to ensure that when I do reach those ages, I am quite mobile and I am actually available to be there for my kids, my grandkids, if I have grandkids, my wife, and also just be present in that moment. And also not go back to that feeling I had in 2016 where I was helpless and dependent on others and couldn't do things for myself. So let this be your reminder. Look after your family, look after your loved ones, but also don't forget to look after yourself. Your health, your fitness does matter.